What's going on YouTube? Today we're going to be talking about all the different acronyms that are used in ESO, which is a daunting list. So we are going to jump into it. This video was recommended actually by a couple of subscribers and guildmates because I think it's a bit of a daunting task to try to understand all these. And even in looking at this list right now, I didn't even know all of them. Obviously, I'm not just going to cycle through this web page for you. I'm going to try to really pick out and point out the most important ones for Elder Scrolls specifically, and also add some ones that are missing so that you can understand them also. So let's just jump right into it, and let's talk about these first few ones that are the most commonly confused. Obviously, you know what MMO is. You probably know MMORPG. The most important one here, Dragon Knight, Nightblade, Sorcerer, Templar. Obviously, these are just, generic ones. WW, Werewolf, Vet for V. Also, for a lot of Vet content, you'll just see V in front of something. So say you're running Cloud Rest, it'll be VCR. Or if it's normal, it'll be NCR. It won't be this. Like, they're not going to spell out the word Vet when they type it out. CP, Champion, Points, Blues, Yellow, Lag, Troll. I don't need to explain any of that to you. That's mumbo jumbo. So these are the three big ones from here. WTC, want to sell, want to buy, and want to trade. Those are the important ones. You'll see those in chat quite often. GS for Guild Store, all this other stuff. I don't even know who says Gold Sync. Like, I've never even heard anyone say that, but maybe somebody uses it. Cryo, Cyrodiil, Craglorn, AA. So here's where we get to the actual abbreviations that may really start to confuse people. They're not all on here, so I'll try to add the ones that are missing. Most of the time, you're going to see abbreviations used for trial, especially if you're looking for a specific one in Craglorn. So what does that mean? That means that you'll see HRC, Hellroth Citadel. Now, you'll either see a V in front of that or an N. That determines the difficulty, normal, veteran. Also, what's missing from this list too is Cloud Rest. So there's a lot of confusion too that people ask me as I see, so NCR, normal, Cloud Rest, plus 0, 1, 2, 3. What the heck does that mean? And that's because Cloud Rest is very special in that it has basically optional bosses that you can either kill during the boss fight or you can go and kill them in their own solo arena ahead of time. If you choose to kill them with the main boss, you're fighting them during the boss fight. So say you didn't kill any of the side bosses and you fight all three during the main boss fight. That is an NCR plus 3. You're not going around and killing any of the side bosses. If you go around and kill all of the side bosses, there's going to be 0 of the side bosses in the main boss fight. Therefore, it is a NCR or VCR plus 0, or a combination of the two. Jewelry drops higher levels. The higher you go, usually with 2 and 3, you have a chance for a jewelry drop. 0, I believe you have almost a 0% chance to get jewelry. I don't know if that's confirmed or not, but I know that confuses a lot of people, so that's how that works. All right, moving right along. Most of this is pretty niche, and you're not going to see it except for AP Alliance points. Zerging you may see a lot. That's just basically when there's a shit ton of people in the same group. You'll also see ball group commonly too. That's basically, I don't know if they have it here. Their definition's probably better than mine. Basically, it's when a small group of people work together and they kind of play off each other to play very well. Acronyms for the actual keeps themselves, not super important for you. PvE, I know that, why is PvE Alliance versus Alliance okay? Nothing in here is really super important. Moving right down here, and this is where, Jesus bean. I've actually heard this quite a lot, and I didn't actually know what it was for a while, so maybe there's some other ones that you're confused about that. Okay, so a dot is damage over time. A tick is the frequency when it occurs, and I've never seen anyone say it like this, but I've just heard it as a dot heal, but maybe people refer to it as a hot. Now I know too. RNG, proc. So proc also confuses a lot of people. So basically, it's something that it's like a if-then statement. So like in coding, it's like if this happens, then that happens. That's a proc. Something occurs, then something else happens. So say you use a heal ability, and then everyone gains gains a damage shield when you use it. You've procced that damage shield by using that healing ability. You also see DD, DPS, damage dealer, healer. You'll also see that abbreviated to HLR, sometimes just H. Tank, you'll see tank. I don't know if they have off tank. So sometimes you'll see OT, which is off tank. Basically, that is the person who's not tanking the main boss. He tanks the adds to the side. Kiting, which is a decently interesting term. Basically, that's when you're being drawn out of the group, or you're drawing people out of the group to try to fight them away from others. Trying to think if there's anything else in here that you really need to know. Oh, pots, potions. And really that's it for their list. Now I'm going to give you a couple others because there's a couple that they're missing that I think are very confusing. Now what are those? So LFDG exists basically in the Alakir Desert as a XP grind. Now what is D? We know what LFG is, that's looking for group. Dolems are the anchors, that's their technical name. So this is basically LFDG, looking for Dolem group. You'll see that very commonly in the Alakir Desert. And then in the actual area of Bankarai, you'll also see LFBG occasionally, which is looking for bear group. And that's another acronym that's kind of a little more out there. I've also seen looking for Harrow Storm groups, looking for dragon groups. Basically, if you see LFG, there's going to be some initial there. It's really going to vary on the zone that you're in. I've seen geyser groups, LFG, yeah, looking for geyser group. My brain didn't even compute that for a second. I've seen it. It's very rare, but basically, you can usually kind of fill it in based on what where you are. So that kind of sums up the important terminology. If there's anything that I'm missing and that you're like, man, I really don't understand. A lot of people say this, and I don't see it in this video. I don't see it on this, which I will obviously link in the video description. You can always put a comment and I'll respond immediately, or as soon as I can to your comments. I try to respond to every comment because I love all of you equally, and I just want to make videos that you guys want. So this is recommended by you guys, and I made it within 24 to 48 hours of your recommendation. There's a couple other videos that you guys have recommended to me, and I'm going to try to put them out tomorrow and the day after. I'm going to try to stick myself to a 1 video a day upload, and then I'll try to kind of use these easier uploads to kind of answer your questions, but also kind of not stress myself to do like a super long video. But really, that's all I have to say for this one. If you have questions, put it in the comments below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you in the next one, and I love you.